Sweet. So we have to pop into YouTube now. Don't you notice it's one of those things. Hang on. Give me a second, folks. One more night. Man, Steam up here way too fast. I find that hilarious. Alrighty. Holy cow. I am tired as can be. It's one of those days. What's a girl to do? Lying on my bed staring into the blue. Unrequited, terrifying. Love is driving me a bit insane. Have to get this off my chest. I'm telling you today. Oh, I like your thumbnail, thanks. Sending out stream invites, so it's gonna be a little slow today. I also am, quite honestly, very tired. Which, I think my latency is low, hopefully it is. Otherwise, I'm going to be fixing that live, which we're about to figure out. Settings. Snap sensitivity, output. How's my audio? We're going to video. I think my latency is low. Appearance, font size, yeah. Sorry, just checking stuff. It's one of those things you just learn on the fly. Give me a second, I'll get to chat's questions. I am seeing them, don't you worry. I'm definitely a little tired. Holy cow. Let's see, anywhere else? Not really, that's about it. Alrighty. What is up, Steam Up? What is up, Forkman? Not much is up. It's been a pretty chill couple of weeks. If you haven't seen, my latest YouTube video has blown up, at least for my channel. I mean, it's over 6,000 views, which is incredible. So, props to that. And yeah, how's progress on my stuff for the Brick Train Awards? It's going good. I placed a bunch of orders, which should be coming in the next week or so. I should get at least something submitted this time around, maybe 2 things. We shall see. But if not, I am going to upgrade the rest of my fleet. So, there in the background. So let me move aside real quick. So here's what we have to work with. Due to a lot of change that I don't need to go into, I now have an entire room just dedicated to trains, at least for a small period of time. So I want to build the biggest layout I can that'll stay up, and I can do whatever I want to. That's what I'm doing tonight. So, yeah. Before I do that, however, I am going to grab what is the thumbnail for today. So I was at a local antique shop in the Central Valley. I just pop into them because you never know what you're going to find. I always look for trains, but I rarely buy. I've bought once or twice, nothing interesting. However, I was I was browsing an antique store and I found a picture. I instantly recognized it as narrow gauge. And I debated, should I get this? I waited 24 hours and I'm like, I'm getting it. It's $45. And as the thumbnail shows, here it is. And the reflection is crazy. It's showing you OBS. But this right here is a picture of the C&W narrow gauge, or better known as the what would have been the Deadwood Railroad of South Dakota. This is in Central City, South Dakota. Why this was in a Central Valley antique store, I have no clue. But I got this for $45. It's a beautiful photo. I wish I could scan it. It is quite excellent in quality. But yeah, very fun find. So first piece of narrow gauge. That's your home state? That's awesome, man. Very rare find. If we ever meet up, I will definitely see if I can bring this. But yeah, South Dakota narrow gauge in the Central Valley. Such a weird find. And it was hidden too. I was just walking around an antique store. I turned a corner. It was hidden in the back and I was like, oh, it's trains. And I was like, oh, that's narrow gauge. But yeah, it's Central City, I think sometime post 1900, based on some details. I haven't figured it out yet, but I'm getting there. So yeah, it was very cool to see that. I loved that. Excuse me. Let's see. I'm going to go to checking to see how far my latency is. It's okay. So yeah, South Dakota narrow gauge, and now I have a photo. Nowhere to hang it at the moment, but we're working on that. But beside the picture, tonight's just kind of chilling. I rode on the train in that area over a decade ago. It's pretty nice. I'm hearing some interesting things actually about that train lately. Mostly because the South Dakota State Railway Museum is getting kicked out, supposedly because of the new owners of that railroad. I'm uncertain with the details, but I've been hearing stuff over the past day or so. It was standard gauge, so here's the cool thing. So Black Hills Central was a narrow gauge branch line that got standard gauged. It was dual gauge for a while. It's actually dual gauge in this photo. Then it was standard gauge and then was nearly abandoned. But before they abandoned it, it was sold as a tourist railroad. And for a period of about 8 to 10 years, it was dual gauge. So you had a bunch of random locomotives. I think you had a Denver and Rio Grande loco up there. You had White Pass 69 run the line for a while. It was a very cool operation. And then they standard gauge, and then they went full standard gauge because I think they could just pull more, and they got those logging mallets, which, yeah, those things are cool. So, you know, I wish it was still narrow gauge, but beggars can't be choosers. But yeah, today, just building the layout. So yeah, so outside of my random finds, I need to get better at grabbing some of this stuff. How's the night been? Or day? Or afternoon? Or wherever you are. How's it been? Good? Bad? Okay? I know mine for the past few days have been pretty sweet, quite honestly. Really enjoyed just the time and the weather right now. Well, less the weather, but it's one of those things. It's one of those things. Oh yeah, let's see. I hope I have enough of these. I don't want to have to make more, but the good news is I did acquire some train track recently, so if I need to, I do have more than enough. Been watching soccer all day, so I'm doing good. Ooh, have you been watching? Have you been watching local soccer, or has that been, like European soccer? I'm personally not too much of a soccer fan myself, but I know enough that I don't understand what offside is, but I understand enough to know what a foul is in soccer. So, very interested to see if that was local or if that was something else. It's gonna be nice. Look at that. Ay, ay, ay. I think I should have enough. There we go. And that leaves. Yeah, that's about enough. This is like actually massive. Like, I don't think the scope truly comes across in this picture, but like, I think this is like 12 to 15 feet long. Dude, it's huge. Like, it's a good sized main line, but now I have to move all those boxes to the middle. And read chat. English, German, LMS. I was a ref for 6 years, and offside's always difficult to explain. I feel comforted knowing that, but cool, man. Like I said, you could never get into soccer, but when the World Cup comes around, I usually at least try to watch a game or two. Alright. The amount of like random, like all of this is like Lego, which is both painful and helpful. So moving it all is always a challenge. So we go like that. I think that's technically a rocket stage, which is good to know. Disney Castle is over here. But yeah, let's see. So to explain kind of my plan, because usually I just build this by like vibes. So double track mainline, and on this side over here, you can't see my hands, I'm gonna squat down. So on this side will be the yard. This side will just be normal because that's a walkway. But this is just a plain old wall, and I don't mind messing with a plain old wall because no one's gonna be over on this side. So it should be pretty exciting, quite honestly, if I can get it all working at least. There's that. I will say I need to get all of this ballasted at some point, just because my problem at the moment, which is holding me back, is all this track you see over here. Because it's not ballasted, it means the sections I do have ballasted, and unless I have a majority over one, it's kind of not helpful to have those sections. So I'm slowly buying the parts to do more ballasted sections, but it's just something that'll take time and money, which I am looking to buy some ballast sections. It'll depend on some purchases I may be doing. I may be reviewing. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I've just had dinner. I may be reviewing a model from a modeler that I really wanted to take a closer look at. I don't want to say who this person is, but I've been very skeptical, personally speaking, of their models, and I really want to get a better look at their modeling philosophy, because I want to know if what they're doing is, dare I say, slop, or if it is a genuine product that maybe needs more time to cook or just to be developed. So excited to see where that goes, if it goes anywhere. I think I'm gonna have to make more ballast, not more ballast sections, but more of these plates. which is annoying, but what's he gonna do? Man, it's hot. Let's see. Ballasted curves is an absolute pain. Well, here's the thing about ballasted curves. And again, I'm sorry I have my back to y'all, but when you gotta build a layout, you have to build a layout. Bricktracks has 3D printed ballast plates for that, which usually I wouldn't go for. But because of my circumstances, the ballast plates they designed are meant to float over the ballast or over either plates so that it aligns perfectly with ballasted sections, meaning it's not permanent, which for my setups, both short-term and long-term, makes the most sense. So by using their products, my hope is I will not have to worry about ballast coming apart, especially in the corners, which is notorious. But I also will, or at least won't, have to, what's that called? I don't know, I guess worry about other people's stuff, really. Okay. Is it 3 or is it 4? Again, math is hard, but yeah. So my problem is less ballasted curves and it's more ballasted straights, because I mean to ballast all this, roughly speaking, pretend the track doesn't exist. It cost-wise, pretend the track doesn't exist nor the base plate. I spend. Let me actually pull up in studio real quick. Music might pause more momentarily just because of how the math works. Also, it's hot in here. But if I was to open a file and quickly build this in Studio, we're going to switch over to Studio for a second, just so I can prove my point. There we go. So I'm going to build this in Studio. So again, I'm going to have the ballast and the, if I have it actually, which would be really helpful, which I might. I more genuinely like to keep ballasted sections next to each other. Shown this on stream, so I don't care if it's shown on stream again. I think 4 is what will do that. So this is LGMS, which is a whole nother step in regards to turn off collision. Collision just makes everything slower. Okay. So we're going to copy this one. Go here. And go here. Because this is how I would do it, quite honestly. So we're going to ignore the cost of the rail. We're going to delete the rail from all of these, so we can calculate the cost independent. We will keep the ties how they are, just because, not all of them, but enough of them that there. But to illustrate my point, because then what I can do is, if I change this to, I'm going to change it to lime bright green, because then it discounts it from the calculation. Okay, I like to build with normal green, which they're now calling dark green for some reason. I don't know why, I think it's dumb. But this is the world we live in. So delete these. I love that instead of building a layout and then I do this, lol. But we proceed to copy these to make one of these modules like I tend to do. Well, that's odd. It shouldn't be like that. Oh, that's because it's 2 on the dummy. Math is hard. But if we are to pull up the cost, it's about $18 per module, discluding track elements and the base plate. So 18 times the available amount of stuff is it's just it just costs too much. I mean, I have, how many do I have here? I have, let me count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I have 28 sections. I have like 30 something sections, I think. So like times it by 40, because that's probably how many I'll need, times 40 times 20. Yeah, that's $800 just in plates, which is insanity. Just absolute insanity. So, hence, I will not be, to make my point, ballasting straights is costly. I mean, I'm going to spend the same amount on curves, but that'll be more helpful. Anyways, studio fun over. Switch back to the live camera. I'm back. And I see we have more people in chat. Let me just delete all these files. Answer questions. I don't need a second monitor. It would be very helpful to see chat better. Again, things. But, Steam Up. Do you think you'll start building your/mine coach car or combine? I did a coach. I did the coach first. I debated it a lot, and I decided if I was next year, I think I will build the combine as I want to. But at that point, I might actually have a historic combine instead of something that's more for funsies. But yeah, I did order the parts for that and a few other upgrades. And then I did order parts. It's behind me there. You can see it on the ground. My caboose. So the plan is it had ball bearing trucks, but everything else nearly on it was purist. So I'm going to submit the caboose into the purist category for the Brick Train Awards, which means that'll fit in the category. And for the meantime, and potentially permanently, we'll see how normal axles work on the caboose. Its old ball bearing ones are actually on the Disney Combine, on the Disney not passenger car, the Lilybell, and actually rolls very well. I can actually show you. So the original wheels were the standard Lego ones. They were metal. Actually, that's a lie. They were plastic. I switched them to metal, which caused issues. But I switched these up, and I think it actually looks really nice now. So by having my trucks on them, it works. The only change I need to make is the train base is too tall. So I need to order two 6x24 plates, and I need new ones because I don't trust used ones in this case, just because bigger plates tend to bend easier. And there's only one seller in the US who is selling a new one. So yeah, definitely a problem, because I want to replace the plate. I want to replace the train base with a plate on this one, and then Disney Excursion Coach, because then they'll sit a little lower and they'll run a little better. But not much I can really do at the moment, so we'll see. What is up, Soup? How are you tonight? What am I working on? Layout stuff. And just talking trains, really. It's going to be, like I said, it's going to be really cool once this is all finished. I don't know if I'll get it done tonight, but I will get it done. And when I do, it's gonna be sick. Because that means choo-choos are gonna roll, baby. Yeah, I apologize for being off camera. I couldn't capture the whole scene in one go, so I figured I'd knock out these corners first. Then, move boxes as we see fit. Ooh, I need to go to down to 3, I believe. Yes, because that is too tight. Fascinating. Yeah, that's a little too tight. Might need to do a half. But that's good to know, at least. means I have spares to work with, and I can recenter the layout as I see fit before then. Actually, yeah, that's, ironically enough, that's how much I wanted it, so win-win. Doing fine, been struggling with my own Brick Train Award submission. Yeah, I feel that, man. Take your time, take a break. Hopefully you submit it. I mean, I feel like I've said this so many times, but I hope everyone who submits something wins, but let's be real, that's unrealistic. I do hope that at least somebody I know outside of Glenn and the, most of the people that I grew up idolizing, I hope, one of us wins, at least North America, in some category. So we shall see. We shall see. The worst thing is when you start a project thinking you get the pieces you need and find out you're not even close enough. Yeah, I did. I was a little risky. I ordered the exact amount of pieces I needed for this project I'm working on that is coming in the mail. I usually order extra to be safe, but the pieces were so expensive. I'm like, you know what? If I'm missing something, that is on the seller, and I will either A, make a list of everything I'm missing and do an emergency order, or ask the seller if it's bad enough. But we shall see. It is one of those things. This is amazing. I cannot tell you guys how much fun this is to have just track on the floor in this capacity. I wanted to submit it as a physical model. It was very important to me since I was going to buy the parts for it with the money I got from my grandma's inheritance. It's that model, yeah. I mean, there's always next year. In my opinion, if it is that important to you, you buy the parts whenever you get it done and you submit it next year. Like I would much, for me personally, I'm not submitting a digital model just because it's that. Can you enter the Brick Train Awards with a YouTube video, or does it have to be a picture? Hey, I know this guy, I think. Are you the dude who just did the, what's that called? You just released that Daylight contest that had 9-volt pickups? Because if so, excellent job. If not, go watch that video and go find it. But yeah, can you enter the Brick Train Awards with a YouTube video, or does it have to be? Oh yes, it is you. Hi, nice to see you. Love to chat with you on Discord. But yes, they now allow YouTube videos. In the past, they didn't. I know some people still made them regardless, but you can submit YouTube videos. What is up, Precision Brick Studios? Nice to see you in chat tonight. I already bought and received the valve gear parts for it, as well as the wheels too. I bought the wheels from Brick Train Awards back on July 6th, but it still had not shipped. Yeah. I'm not going to enter into the awards. I simply don't care to. Oh, that's awesome. I might submit for full consist then. Dude, do full consist. Like, you don't have an interior, which may or may not be a downside. I don't really know, but your stuff is freaking awesome. Go do it. Like, I'm rooting for you to win that category. Like, unless someone else comes up with like something narrow gauge, and then I may like it more, but also the Daylight has a soft spot in my heart. My great grandfather, he worked for the SP for nearly 50 years. And when my mother was a child, she has a clear memory of being in the cab of the Daylight in our hometown, because my great-grandfather was an SP employee. He actually claims to have smoked cigars with the owner of the SP back in the 80s as the Daylight was going through California, which I've never had proof of it, but I've heard other crazier stories that are true from my great-grandfather, so I believe this one. But yeah, Precision Brick Studios. I'm not going to enter the awards. I simply don't care to. Really? a little surprised. I think your stuff is good. I think you should. I literally did not consider submitting to the digital category because of what you have designed. Like, I literally was like, there is no point. I will lose. So I think you should. I think you would really dominate the category. That's just my opinion personally, but you do you, man. I understand why you're not submitting, but nice to see you in chat. Yeah. Also, a lot of people in here tonight. Nice to have some diversity. Very fun. SP fan, you'd be excited to see our tunnel motor EMDs. Yeah, I'm an SP fan, and I'm technically a closeted Santa Fe fan, but my SP heritage won't allow it, so two conflicting oppositions, or points rather. But yeah, I do like the Southern Pacific. Very much a soft spot. But yeah, tunnel motors are cool. I like the DNRG ones. They had cool paint schemes, but I love the Bloody Nose scheme. So yeah, I am thinking of my Brick Train Awards for next year. I do have one currently that I'm not submitting. It's technically a whip right now. It's in a box off screen, just like me. But currently, I couldn't finish it because I had some people who needed to make some parts fall through at the last minute, or said they just couldn't get it done by my deadline, which is fine. It was a last minute project. I'm not offended in the slightest. In fact, the fact that people were willing to work with me on such tight deadlines was really nice. I popped up like a rabbit. So yeah, I'm fine with the model taking more time. I mean, honestly, I'm still physically building it, and let me tell you, it is small as can be and doesn't use very many parts, but holy cow, building it has been, never had more of a headache than I have building that model, and I don't think I will ever intentionally design a model like that again. But yeah, I gotta move some of these boxes, gosh dang it. So you can actually see me. Otherwise, I'm just disappeared. Good. Hydrating, because I need to. But I guess I could show a quick flash of my model. Ready? Oop, there you go. That is all you shall see of the model. Ready? One more time. Oop, there you go. Analyze. Theorize, do your magical stuff. That is all you'll get at the moment. Excuse me, holy cow. I had chicken salad sandwiches for dinner. Very good, might I add. But definitely burping it up, which is a little unusual, but not too much. But yes, I exist. I'm here on camera still. But yeah, Brick Train Awards is really coming up. I mean, I think for me, I'm most excited to see all the people who will submit things. Just because, like, a lot of us are in our own corners of, our modeling spheres, quote unquote. And we don't really interact with other people. I mean, I'm grateful to know enough Australians that I talk to enough Australians. But outside of that, I'm really not communicating much with our European modelers, or our Australian. I mean, especially the folks in Thailand. I have no clue what they're doing. So it's one of those things where it's like, okay, that is to there. Why is that so short? Gosh dang. Okay, think. Ooh, that felt. You didn't hear it, but my back cracked, and I feel so good right now. Okay. Making a straight line is harder than it looks, apparently. Because this is mathematically correct. I've done the math. It should work. Okay. 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 Math is hard. This is fair. I saw chat move. I need to check chat. But then I get a bigger monitor, or I can steal like a small TV to just put chat on will be a good day. I think you have a good point about there always being next year. All the same, I wish I didn't procrastinate this long. Listen, dude, you've been planning your model for months. The model I tried to submit, I did 30 days. I started buying the bricks, I started building it. Like, it was designed, wasn't really even a consideration. But like, I got it finalized July 31st, and I just speed ran buying the bricks and talking to like 5 different people for custom parts. I'm not saying you procrastinated, I am saying, compared to me, I definitely procrastinated. But also, it was a very last minute decision. I don't even know if I'd do it again. Okay. I think this is close enough-ish. Kind of. We'll see. Okay, come on. There we go. Alright, the outer loop is in place. Now I gotta place the inner loop. Then put all these boxes up in the corner. And then that'll probably be enough for the night. My personal opinion with the BT boards and why I'm not entering is I just don't really want to see my hobby as a competition. Yeah, I don't have to go into the competition. Yeah, you don't have to go into it as a competition, but I see it as one. As do I. I see it as a competition, and I do understand that viewpoint. But there is also the fact that just in model trains in general, if you look at it, people submit stuff into contests all the time, and they win or lose. I mean, Steam Up Bricks, who's in chat, he won a award for, I forget which one it was, but it was at the National National Narrow Gauge Convention here in the U.S. And he got some criticism from it. Some of it fair, some of it not, from people online, but that's just going to happen. And I honestly think that competing is a good idea. Although I do understand your point about building models as purist or with minimum custom part isn't what I do. It really isn't. So from that standpoint, you're 100% right. From the competition part, we kind of agree to disagree, but I understand where you're coming from. At least I can still submit my PER console. Is that console or contest? And MED, E8. I still got to finish that one too. That'll be cool to see. Not, like I've always said, not a diesel guy for the most part, but I like some END. That's the words. Nice to see you, Wizard. Yeah. Good evening to you too. Okay, let's see. Why do I do this to myself, chat? Or guys, or friends, or people? Why are we still here?
Why are we still here? Only just to sub.
That is my very bad Batman impression that you will only hear tonight. Thank you, folks. Thank you, one and all. Thank you. Yeah. If I enter one of my EMD with custom parts, I personally feel they blow all the other diesels out of the water, but I can't because of custom parts. Oh well. Is there that much of a rule against that amount of custom parts? Question mark. I know you use a lot, and people are going to disagree with that regardless. But I thought custom parts were allowed. I may be wrong though. I don't look at digital categories, and I don't look at diesel categories. Mostly because I knew, as you said, you would blow everyone out of the water. All my E8 needs is a couple more decals and it'll be good to go. That'll be good. And I wish everyone luck with the Beat Brick Train Awards, as do I. Like I said, I hope someone I know wins. Their FAQs, their custom parts have to be from either Colby or all other main companies. You can also there is also a thing. So it's very confusing, and I really hate their rules because they're just a headache. It's why I message them. Steam Up, and ShipRail are a big reason why models of all scales are allowed in pretty much all categories. Like, props to the three of us, mainly to the others for hopping on board. But they're the reason that exists. But I don't think your custom parts need to be from other manufacturing companies. I mean, that would imply that, like, say you are, like, for example, you have the skills to make your own custom parts. Say you make a custom headlight part or a headlight cover. That would disqualify you. Like, if I was to submit my model if I was to submit my little Porter locomotive, I wouldn't. But just because it's technically a modified Lego set, but if I was to submit that, pretending it's an original design, I wouldn't qualify because I don't have a part from a major competitor. Again, I think the rules are very confusing. I know you don't care, but to clarify to the rest of the chat, the goal is, as long as this is what I've always understood from other people who've done this before, as long as it is not like clearly, if it is not clearly off-brand, like Lepin is the big example. If it's not like Lepin, I don't think they care anymore. And if not, just email them. They're pretty receptive to emails. And yeah, like Soup said, Brick Train Depot, they're fine. I mean, I think their rules are very convoluted, probably for a reason, but also I think it's kind of pointless. But what do I know? I'm a recently 21-year-old. Happy birthday to me, by the way. Who does Lego trains. So, I mean, it's not like I run a business or do this awards thing. I know Glenn technically started the awards, which is very interesting. I've never heard the lore why he stopped submitting, which I would really like to hear someday. Okay, where's my track? It's in here. Kind of just setting up the main line. This is how I typically actually do most layouts, just for people's reference. Make your main line and then make everything. Happy birthday. Thanks, Soup. It was a good birthday. Hence why I bought so much Lego. But, good birthday. I have a few more purchases I want to make, but I'm waiting to hear from a seller. Happy birthday. I haven't had my 21st in a long time. Yeah, it was a very chill day. I walked into Bevmo and I bought a nice soda for myself because I wanted to buy a nice soda a month earlier, and they don't allow anyone under 21 to come in. So I just wanted to buy a nice soda, so I got a ginger root beer. My own birthday is only 4 days away. Cannot say I am looking forward to it. I feel you there, man. I feel you there. Last few years have been, I don't need to go into it, because not everyone needs to know my personal life, but my birthday, the day itself, is always a personally rough one, so I feel you. If you don't celebrate the day itself, I highly recommend at least celebrating you in some way. I mean, just figure out how to. I don't know how you would do it, but, you know, best advice I can offer. Just having a profound, awful time in life this whole year. Again, message me later. I usually don't like to go into mushy-gushy stuff, but I don't mind sharing. I 100% feel you there, man. My 30th birthday is in March. Oof. I've never liked being... I'm grateful I'm a spring baby. Or not a spring baby, a summer baby. Just because I have one thing to look forward to as school starts. And as it's always the hottest time of year. Because if you haven't noticed, California, or all of the West Coast, loves to just burn this time of the year. So always good to have something to look forward to. Let's see. Building in the corner out of the way real quick. Like I said, getting the main line set up is always my priority, which kind of sad. I'm looking at my Brick Track stuff, and I think it's starting to wear. Had it for not too long now, but I snapped together a piece of R120 the other day, and the snap was not really good. Like, it was barely staying together, which was very concerning. Don't know why it was like that. It's something I'm still figuring out personally. But I'm learning. And I'm going to be the big 2'6". You know, I always forget that everyone online is not the same age as me, quite honestly. It's a very interesting concept when you think about it, because it's like, oh, I don't know if anyone else has this thought, but unless it's clearly evident, I think everyone's the same age as me, when in fact they're not. You know, my daughter is a Halloween baby. I'm definitely going to convince her that I made everyone dress up to celebrate her birthday. Yes, do that. Oh, that's going to be great. Oh, however long that lasts will be glorious. Ah, good times. Good times. Let's see. Anything interesting? Getting a small break here. Wow, it's 9 o'clock. Time is fake. Let's see. Did I get my rails back from PicoHon? I might have gotten them back. I can't remember. I have so much stuff. Like, I don't, like, what you're seeing technically is all my train stuff, all in one room. Like, it's not as much stuff as you think, but it's still a lot. So, yeah. I definitely have some things. But yeah, it is. It's kind of nice having this much space. Even if it's only for a little bit, I'm more than grateful for that. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna call it a night. You have a good one, guys. You have a good one too, Soup. Get some sleep. I know it's late all over on your side of the country. Or world, or wherever you are. So yeah, have a good night, man. Yeah, I am. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing some days, you know? But with this last little click, the main line is complete, so I'm probably gonna move some boxes. I might add base plates in tonight, just on the corners, just because it helps with traction, funnily enough, because of the dip coming in and out of corners. But with that, I think I'm just gonna get some trains out and I'm just gonna run them. It's like the most natural thing to do. Especially since there's just so much. Like, I truly am blessed with all of this space. Let's see, can I fit this in here? That would be really nice. Oh my gosh, can I? No, I can't. It was worth a try. I gotta get that corner. A little spider in there. Which is not a fun thing, because personally, I hate spiders. But I still got 30 minutes of cooking on meatloaf because I made a horrible miscalculation on time. So late dinner. Yeah, I feel that. I had a late dinner last night. It was good though. It was some fish fillets breaded with some Brussels sprouts, mushrooms in a ginger sesame seed sauce. It was very good. I liked it. You know, tonight, like I said, egg salad sandwiches. Plain and simple, as it should be. Let's see. So many random things. Base plates. So many things. Yeah, I'm gonna build a yard on that side, so I might cut. I don't think I will. I could. Nah, I won't. See, this is my problem when I have to do all this calculating of how do I want to build something. Nope. No. See, this is my problem. I have so many boxes of just stuff. And it's like, ooh, let me do this. Or, ooh, let me do that. I still got 30. Oh, yeah. Can't read. You see, this is why I don't like the chat is so slow. Or not slow, but so small. Because, don't get me wrong, I can read. But when it's this far away, unless I catch it moving, it is very hard to see who's who. But, let's see, is this Strix? Is this Strix bricks or 4D bricks? I think this might be 4D bricks. Yeah, that's 4D bricks. Man. Very crazy. For those who don't know, 4D bricks was kind of like the grandfather of all this 3D printing that's now done in the community. They were big back in the day. Nowadays, yeah, not so much. They really haven't updated their designs since, I think like 2020. I think they did some work, but a lot of their track work is so old that it's not even worth buying anymore. So you kind of just have to deal with all that. But here we are, I guess, alone in the world. Keep that box out, and I think this one as well. Yeah, we'll keep this one out. I'm excited. I did order 2 new flat cars, or more designs to my standard flat car model, just because they're easy to build and they work on standard Lego wheels. But I ordered ball bearings for those. I ordered ball bearings for all my Disney cars. And what else? Okay, is this in the shot? That is in the shot. Okay. Yeah, I love trying to figure out how this all works, you know. Just one of those fun things where like, ooh, how can I get most of this train stuff in one shot? And this is how. Ta-da! Minus this box, which, whew, my mind is heavy. And put that right there. Yeah. But yeah, there is a. I'm 100% excited for this and to run trains again. I don't mind. And there we go. Not a perfect view, but it gives you a good, clear view of most of the layout. So yeah, look at that. Ta-da! I'm gonna get out my little locomotive because I love my little guy. He always takes a beating during travel, which is the sad thing, but most of the time he comes out in one-ish piece. So, rebuilding him real quickly, at least to the state where I can actually run him. Good news is, when I designed him, the model was always intended to take pretty much a good beating. I might take a week break on my trains and work on a Boeing Retin factory diorama. Believe it or not, but I got burnt out with trains. You got burnt out with trains? No, I'm shocked. Like, Kevin shocked. No, I totally get it. I mean, especially when you have 375 locomotives. I mean, quite honestly, if I was in your shoes, I don't even know why. Like, I do what I do because I love it. You do it because you're just a master. But I truly think your planes are your best work. You did do this to yourself, but I think your planes are your best work, and that's where you should really keep it. Oh gosh dang it, actually that's kind of nice without the support underneath. That gets rid of the detail. Questions. But yeah, I think you should take a break. I mean, that's what I did. For a good chunk of my life, I just didn't really do trains, which was as sad as it is to say looking back, because of the opportunities I missed. It was just how life went at the time. I mean, I could be working on the Disneyland Railroad right now if I had not taken that break, but life happens. And sometimes you need a break. So by all means, take it. Take more than a week. Most likely you need it, whether you know it or not. Come on. There we go. will say the underside detail on these cars, as simple as it is so hard to reattach. And also, this flat car is notorious for twisting. But this is the price I pay for all these fun extra details. Let's see. That one's empty. That one's like a. I do like that each of these is different from the other. Like some of these I've added step-ups for easier access. Some of these are thinner. Some of these are missing their truck details, or they're more thin. Like, I love that I added all that. It truly is my favorite part of this model. And also that they're on ball bearings really helps. But, come on. There you go. They just roll smoother. Like, I highly recommend anyone who hasn't gotten ball bearings on any other models yet, they do. It's worth the time, it's worth the money, and it's worth the headache. 100%. I don't run much that doesn't have ball bearings these days. Or at least that doesn't have it, but however that works. Okay, this needs a side rod. Which, fun fact, train motors do not like to quarter their wheels when it comes to side rods. You want them to be straight, which is very weird, but it runs better. Here we go. Here she is, my little girl. Let's see. Now I need to find a controller somewhere in these boxes. I had one, but I don't know where I put it. It's always somewhere. But if I can find one, it is this one. I have dedicated controllers for dedicated engines, at least for my power-up stuff. Power functions I could care less about. Heck, oh, I can finally update that to be matching. That'd be nice. Oh. Whoa. Ay, that battery is dead. Interesting. I had it flash like bright red, and then it just died on me. I've never had that happen before. Very interesting. It's running fine now. So, take it out. Grab the other models. Which, having more flat cars is going to be awesome, because fun fact, 1880 Railroads actually had more flat cars than any other type of car. At least on the narrow gauge, and also, I believe, on the standard gauge railroads. But it was easier to have flat cars because you could convert them to gondolas, you could build stake cars, flat cars, they were so easy. Hence, I have multiple sources from many narrow gauge railroads of the era that have confirmed that flat cars were the most numerous, by and large. So, very, very interesting thing, but I'm happy to be adding more flat cars to the fleet. Let's see. Oh, that actually is an interesting thought. I should look at that. Yes, adding this trailing car, which I think is a fun design. And the excursion car. Definitely some fun stuff to run. Yeah. Sadly, the caboose is on the ground, which ironically enough is historic for a good chunk of its lifespan. But here we go. It's not perfect, but as you can see, we've got trains running. Wish they keep the rechargeable battery boxes, because taking out the battery boxes to replace all those AAAs is an atrocity. It is. I actually know a lot of people who work They use rechargeable AAAs, and they actually work very well. I typically don't run enough trains to actually justify investing in rechargeable AAAs at the moment, but if I keep doing this, and for some reason, my channel blows up at some point, as it, is slowly gaining traction, we shall see. We shall see. Maybe I even stream on Twitch, who knows. It'll be a very interesting day. What is up, Caboose? We do have choo-choos, and a huge layout. Very huge layout. Which is quite nice, honestly. IKEA has them for quite cheap. Do they really? My problem is I don't have an IKEA near me, because the closest IKEA is the same distance as the closest Lego store to me, which is a decent distance. Something I could definitely do, but something I would prefer to not do if I don't have to. Because, grabbing these 3 boxes from the Lego store, excellent grab, by the way. It's not something I can do on a daily, so. And also, personally, I could care less for IKEA. It is just not my style. And also, apparently, I can't grab boxes. Lol. Well, yeah. There's my little guy. But yeah, we'll see. I might look into rechargeables. Lovely, I have to plug in my computer. Excuse me, holy cow. Okay, now I have to make the cable go over. The greatest part of the Central Valley is everything is an hour away. It really is, or hours away rather. Meeting is, yeah, Central Valley, everything is far, but it makes for a good road trip. I was on my way actually to the Baylug meeting from my home in the Central Valley, and it was a nice drive, and also it was a very cool day, so it wasn't terrible on the way there or back, honestly, and made for a lot of good time reflecting and just sitting on life and meditating in a car. So highly recommend a car drive. I was actually hoping to do one for some videos I have lined up for a longer. It's not a car drive, because I think people who drive and record videos are dumb. I think people who actively driving and they're either streaming or recording, I think that is, you're endangering the public, you're endangering yourself. I cannot understand why people do that. Regardless, I've been thinking of going for a long drive. There's a spot I like up in the Sierra Nevadas that I think would be very cool to record a video at, that I've been meaning to do for a while. So we shall see. Let's see. That's the guy. How'd I get a magnet in here? Oh, that's fun. Come on. There we go. I will say, as much as I'm not a fan of the train magnets, they do an excellent job. An excellent job, might I add, when they are not. Should I put that in the middle? I can put that in the middle. They do an excellent job when they're not, what's that called? When they're not on American rolling stock. When they're on European stuff, like what I'm putting down right now, oh, they're excellent. Phenomenal. Otherwise, they are terrible. My wife hates driving in the mountains, which sucks for her. My wife hates driving in the mountains, which sucks for her, with her being surrounded by mountains. Yeah, that is definitely the downside of the Central Valley. I mean, technically speaking, you can go pretty far. You can get to the Bay Area with out driving through mountains, it just takes another hour. Alright, let's see. Fun fact, I can actually show you how this works, as I had to take these apart. So on these coaches here, I have 3 of them connected using these. So instead of magnets, as shown on this end, I use these hinge plates, or hinge parts, which allow enough pivot, but allow them to be semi-permanently, more permanently connected. So I've been wondering if there's possibly a way to, because there's a record for the most amount of cars one train can pull, and I've been wanting to beat it. I think if I got enough flat cars on ball bearings, I can do it. But for a while now, I've been wanting to beat the record, which keeps growing year by year. But if I could, I think using these instead of magnets would definitely help with at least part of the problem. But we shall see. I'm gonna grab another controller, run some trains. I think it's this one. This one has batteries. See, the hard part is I try not to keep batteries in everything except what I use, which becomes difficult when I'm when I'm trying to run stuff, because it's like, what did I use this for again? And then here. Okay. Let's see. There we go. There we go. There you go. I'll move out of the shot so we can get more of this just awesomeness, quite honestly, because it is quite a sight. Yeah, would you look at that? Love this. I can't imagine the link between the cars is very flexible vertically. It actually has a decent amount of vertical flex. At the Fresno Train Show, we had so much like bounciness in our track, and that train ran fine. I had no issues. I also didn't have 2 of the cars in it, so that might affect it a bit more, but there's some ways to fix that. The fact that it is so long is, yeah, quite impressive. But yeah, we had a decent amount of verticalness. It was probably like 2 inches at most, but it was multiple of those like bumps. But yeah, I do want to buy some more cars for that train set. I've actually been considering, as much as I am not a city set guy for the most part, I've been thinking of buying ball bearings for that whole train set. There you go. Give that some more speed. But I've been considering buying ball bearings for the Streamliner, because it means I can keep adding more and more cars over time. And I actually think that could be awesome from an operational standpoint, because it could be like, yeah, this thing it could actually schmoove. Because currently, like, it works fine. It's hauling, 6 cars? I think it can keep going more. I mean, the whole train set currently has, originally supposed to haul 2, so each is hauling a third more, and I've seen them haul 4, so I think if I went more than 10 cars, it would be an issue, but the fact it's hauling 6 right now perfectly fine is great. And in fact, I can add another. I had my little white car. Isn't totally fixed, but definitely is very special to me. I do think I would need to add another, I do think I need to add ball bearings Because, I mean, look at it. It's freaking long as heck. But it does, for a city set, though, it looks quite elegant. Or a few city sets, rather. Yeah. What? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely tired, guys. But yeah, I've got a few orders coming in Brickwise. It's going to be fun. Picking a station platform for that thing is going to be a pain. You see, I don't want to. Actually, I don't mind revealing this. So I have 2 stations in the works. One which is very practical, just because it's more prototypical, and the other which is absolutely asinine. So I have a smaller station, and then I have digitally the plans for the Disneyland station. So it's in the corner right there. So what I can do is I can take that station, but actually extend it fully, so it looks and sort of will actually be the full size scale, roughly, of a Main Street station. So it would have the little overhang platforms, and it's huge. I've measured it. I think it's like 20 track pieces long. It's a lot of base plates, and I just haven't had the energy nor the care to build it because it's so big. But if I did, it would totally fit this. But yeah, I think making a station platform would be very annoying. But it's quite funny because back in the day, and when I mean back in the day, I mean about a year ago, I made a custom using the Hogwarts Express from 2017. I made a station that had a bridge going over double track main line. It was beautiful. I loved it. And then as I moved on, I stopped making British stuff, and also it really just wasn't to the standard I wanted it to be. So I kind of just left it as is, and then I tore it up because I needed to store it. So a little sad there, but I can rebuild it at some point. We shall see. Speaking of which, let's grab this guy. And then, do I want to do that? No, I don't want to do that. I don't mind doing this, though. Is this the one? This is the one. Okay. So I'm going to wait for it to come around, and I'm going to show you the change. So that caboose actually, or way car rather, I run it as a way car, just more on looks. But, so this caboose, way car, whatever you call it, let it run by real quick. So this typically has a cupola. I run it as a flat roof because I actually like it more. But what I like to do is, and I can't do it because there's not a freaking thingy, which is annoying, but yeah, you live and let live. Let's see. Is there any pieces in here? Nope. Gosh dang it. Well, you live and let live. But the point is, I can take this, which is from the caboose originally. These were the lamps, and I put it. Oh, I can't actually put it. It's going to look a little weird because it's not centered, but I give it a little caboose. I give it a little light. Just perfect. There we go. It's lying flat, flush. So we'll move that to the back. There we go. There we go. It's now blocked, but it's the smaller details. I do, by the way, to be frank, I hate the camera quality on this so much. I really am hoping I can, excuse me, I'm hoping I can get better camera quality at some point. Because it's honestly quite annoying how
how bad the camera quality is. I've watched the streams afterwards, and it kind of sucks. I've looked into alternatives, I'm figuring stuff out, but I want people to actually see what I'm running better, because it's very fuzzy, and I think it's a disrespect to both myself and just what I want to put out personally, and just what people want to watch, because I think I can do so much more. And yeah, everyone's got to start somewhere, but I mean, I have more eyes on my content than I really thought I could get quite that fast. I mean, my latest video has 6,000 views, and I've gained like about 30 subscribers. Like, I'm on track to pass a lot of people who have helped me actually start this channel, or inspired me, or just got me deep into this hobby more. So I wanna get better quality, which, considering that I'm doing all of this off my laptop for reference, for streams at least, is impressive. But I think having a better quality camera is my next upgrade, stream-wise. But also, it's like I have to buy Legos, and I also have to buy tables for other projects, and priorities. They're ever-changing, but we shall see. I will say, and I don't know what I'm going to do with all of these, but I got a bunch of these 6-pronged grass pieces. I'm thinking, I have an example. I'm thinking once I start getting more ballasted sections, I start making flowers. Because I honestly think these will be quite pretty when if I make more of them. But also, I have no clue. It's kind of just fun to mess with these and just make them drop. So we shall see where that goes. I have no clue. No clue. But yeah, I am excited though. It'll be nice to have an actual passenger car that's mostly my design. It is partially SteamUp's, just because we worked on it together. It's a shared model, really, at this point. But it'll be excited to have that, and then a bunch of other things. Speaking of which, I can actually change that out real quick. Just like freaking remote. Come on. Come back here. Come on. I'm meaning to change this out. It's a very small change, but I like everything to be symmetrical. My battery box has been... Come on. Has been on a different size plate than it needs to be. I wish I had that amount of room to run train setup. Yeah, this is, I'm very blessed to have this amount of room. There we go. And again, I've said it before and I'll say it again, this is only temporary. For a few months, and then life will change again, but that is both the beauty and the annoying part of life. It's always changing. I think that goes, yeah, that goes over here. It's always changing, day by day. But it is a very good setup, I might add. I mean, this is about what I took to our lug meeting, or at least had set up. Because the video, which will come out eventually, had... Oh gosh, dang it, I messed up the sides, didn't I? I did, yes. That's funny. But the video had, let's see, and it's this one. We had, Nick Jackson was there, so he brought Train Track. And then, I'm missing a prong, that's fun. Default, it did. And I brought my stuff, but we didn't really use my stuff, because Nick's stuff was already there. Oh, yeah. I gotta fix this train motor soon. Been meaning to buy it And again, depending on how things go. Let's go to that. I might buy some tungsten cubes, cut open my train motor, and add some metal to it, which I think will help with performance issues I've been having. Because I've been having a decent amount of issues. Alright, who emailed me? Boo. Still waiting for that email. It'll come, I hope. If not, I'm buying some more ballast and tungsten cubes, baby. They'll be very helpful, I hope. Hopefully they'll fix the locomotive. And if not, it's an interesting thought experiment. Traction is more important. But yeah, I'm very blessed to have this, even if it's only for a little bit. Look at it go. Yeah, once I get everything else on ball bearings, it'll be, and again, maybe add some metal cubes, which I can actually check the price of those right now by very quick. Doo-doo-doo. Yo-ba-doo. Oop, it's hitting something. What's it hitting? It's hitting a bag. Like bags. I like bags and I cannot lie. Let's see. These are fun. Yeah, how much are these? Ooh, that's expensive. Very expensive, but it might be worth it. Yeah, that hurts. 6 in each. 2, 4, 5, 6. I mean, I could do 2 train motors with this, which would be nice. I have wanted to build another little guy, but it's going to cost a lot, and cracking open a train motor has not been on my freaking to-do list for a while. But it would allow me to experiment with some things. I got this one, and I'd need to be careful in opening it, but I think, again, tungsten cubes in these ends, so where my fingers are holding it, I think that'll fix it. Again, I think. I don't actually know. I haven't really confirmed or not. It's one of those things I just haven't figured out yet. But we shall at some point soon figure it out. I come to while you do. Yeah. These flowers are too much freaking fun. Yep. Like, there's just so many different ways to configure these and to build these. It's like, oh yes, here's one way to do it, or here's another, or how about this, or ooh, what if this works? Like, I just think it's awesome what you can do. That's why I love Lego. There's a million right ways to do something, and there may be a million wrong, but there's never a million. Let's see. And then if we go like this, swap this over, go like this. Like, look at that. What are you putting the weights into, and have you considered lead? So, a friend of mine, Iman, opened up his powered-up train motor, took it apart, and then at the ends here, there's enough space to fit 3 on each side, little Pinewood Derby metal cubes. So I have a spare motor here that works. So I've been wanting to open it up, carefully take it apart, put the cubes in it, put them back, and then see if they fix my little locomotive here, which I can quickly pause to show you why I need to fix it. So my problem has been weight distribution. So the battery box is here, and the motor is here on this side of the boiler, and there's no weight up here. And I have considered lead because there is some hollow space in here. But I honestly think the cubes will work better as they have for EMON. So I've been wanting to do that because then it would fix the weight distribution with the battery box being here on the trailing truck. Now I don't know if it'll work, but the hope is it does. So you shall see. Again, it's a ingenious idea from EMON. And we model very similar stuff and also very different. So he hasn't tried it on something like this per se. So you put the cubes only onto the front then in your case. No, I put them onto both. The reason being, I'll take the cab off to show it better. So the train motor, so I put it on the front guaranteed because it likes to high ride on a bumpy track. I have video clips of it. It's actually very funny. But I'd also put it in the back because the battery box is barely on this back wheel in terms of traction, if that. So the motor just needs the weight in general so it can have better traction. So I think, again, we shall see. I might experiment with it multiple times, but I also don't want to open the battery box up that many times if I don't have to. Just because the more I do that, the more I risk damaging the motors. But also I also genuinely don't know what will happen, so maybe it'll be fine. But it is 100%, there we go. It 100% will fix. Ooh, what happened to you? The rod came loose. It's causing some issues. Okay. But it'll 100% fix the issues I've been having, which have been... I'm gonna have to move in 5 seconds. Watch this. There we go. Fine. So yeah, it'll fix the performance issues I think I've had, or I know I have had. Because the point of that engine is I wanted a small switcher, but also just something that is, if not prototypical to the gauge or the scale I'm building, then it fits the vibe and is based off something historic. So, again, that is my tentative plan here at the moment. But also, it's not guaranteed when this will happen, but I want to do it soon. I am doing a small display with a fellow. I don't know if I would call him a friend, because I don't know if he would consider me a friend, but at the very least, a very good acquaintance and modeler. And I want it to be able to run efficiently by then. And the cubes are not terrible. So, I'm going to add these. I'm going to add one to the cart. We go to checkout. We're going to see how much these cost. I like to use Tender Drive to motorize multiple locomotives when I build one. Tender Drive works. I prefer not to. But then again, I don't build locomotives most of the time. I just needed something that fit the vibe of what I was doing and I knew would be reliable. which, despite its issues, I've mostly smoothed them out. I think I'll need to get replacement wheels here soon. What do you mean there's no quotes available? Shipping is dumb. I hate shipping. Okay, scene. No, shipping's not terrible. Shipping is not terrible. I could actually do that. That could be a very interesting video, I think, but again, other priorities. But I mean, look at these flowers. Like there's so many different ways you can build. All right. So I think I'll end stream, not now, but I will be ending shortly. So I think it's time we go a little ham. Give everything a bit more speed. Oh, she lost her rod somewhere. Been waiting for that to happen. But running speed, that's how I like it. But yeah, I'm next few it'll be very interesting. I'll probably slow down. I do need to make a channel update video because I've got a lot of changes coming, and I want to be. Man, it's loud right now. There we go. I want to be quite frank with everyone in saying that my content will change because, well, life events are just coming, and I just gotta deal with them. So it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Do want to have been wanting to do this for a while, but just should have grabbed more of those. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. It's one of those things. Day by day. Okay. It's my music, by the way. Didn't ask, but oh yeah, we're good. Almost to the end, which is good. It's kind of funny. I've basically figured out my stream length based on how long my my song playlist is, which is, in my opinion, quite fun. Day by yeah. Very fun things. Look at that. Honestly, this might be my favorite one yet. Look at this. Just a covered bush. It barely fits on the ground too. You're gonna have to elevate it a little, which is actually kind of nice. Look at that. That is beautiful. Well, y'all, I'm gonna put this back, and then I think I'm gonna think it's time I call it. Oh, really? Yeah, I think I call it, y'all. So that's the end of this stream. Maybe I'll do another one. We'll see. Look forward to more channel content. I should have a video out now, and hopefully sometime, and a few more after that, and a few more models. So that's all from me. Have a good night wherever you are, and get some sleep. Enjoy your day if it's daytime where you're at. I know we have some Australians and Europeans in the chat. And yeah, thanks for enjoying the content. Have a good night, y'all. Bye. Okay, I tried to cleanly end this stream and I didn't. Lol. Bye.